Right from infrastructure expansion to economic growth and farmer welfare, connectivity upgrades and citizen-focused governance, here's a look at some of the key decisions and developments shaping Maharashtra's growth story. This is Maharashtra 360. Maharashtra has unveiled major infrastructure push aimed at transforming Pune into one of India's most advanced urban and economic centers, laying the foundation stone for the Pune, Shirur, Talegaon, Chakan, Shikrapur and Hadapsar Yavat elevated road projects. Chief Minister Fadnavis said that the integrated transport network will strengthen connectivity, reduce congestion and support Pune's emergence as the leading hub for deep tech and global capability centers by 2030. Deputy CM Sunetra Pawar has described the three elevated corridors as game-changing project that will accelerate industrial growth, improve freight movement and also create new employment opportunities across the Pune region. The Pune-Shirur project, which will develop 54-kilometer corridor, creating 31-kilometer 6-lane elevated highway with a provision for future metro line, reducing travel time between Pune and Shirur to under 1 hour. Now, the Hadapsar Yavat corridor will also comprise nearly 25 kilometers of elevated highway with a dedicated metro integration and also providing seamless connectivity to the proposed Purandar International Airport, National Highway 65 and the Pune Ring Road. Meanwhile, the 53-kilometer Talegaon, Chakan, Shikrapur corridor will have a separate high-speed local traffic, significantly also improving access to the Chakan industrial belt and also strengthening commercial logistics and freight movement across Pune metropolitan region. Maharashtra is set to unlock fresh opportunities for global trade, exports and investment into the launch of the India-UK Comprehensive Economic and Trade Agreement in Mumbai. Addressing the launch event, Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis has said that the landmark pact will strengthen Maharashtra's position as a global growth engine by expanding market access for industries, MSMEs, farmers and service sectors. He said that the agreement will further enhance the state's competitiveness while also supporting India's vision for becoming a developed economy through stronger international trade partnerships. The Chief Minister said that bilateral trade between India and the UK currently stands at $56 billion and is targeted to double by 2030, with the agreement providing duty-free access for majority of the Indian exports. Maharashtra government, which has announced another major relief for the farmers, with the Chief Minister declaring outstanding agricultural electricity dues worth 48,000 crore rupees, and that will be waived off to help the farmers to secure new power connections. Speaking after being felicitated for the state's 2 lakh rupees farm loan waiver, the Chief Minister said that the government's focus extends beyond debt relief to long-term investment in irrigation, water conservation, agricultural infrastructure and technology to make farming more profitable and resilient.
आणि आता याच्याही पेक्षा एक अजून चांगला निर्णय जो आज मी जाहीर करणार आहे की 7.5 हॉर्स पॉवर पर्यंतचं जे जुनं बिल आहे 48,000 कोटी रुपयाचं जुनं बिल वसूल करायचं आहे. ते 48,000 कोटी रुपयाचं जुनं बिल आम्ही माफ करणार आहोत.
The Chief Minister said that the waiver of 48,000 crore rupees in pending electricity dues will remove a major hurdle for the farmers seeking new agricultural power connections. He has also announced that 50,000 rupees incentive related eligibility restriction under the earlier loan waiver scheme has been removed, and that will enable more farmers to benefit under the 36,585 crore rupees Punya Ashlok Ahilya Devi Holkar farm loan, the waiver scheme which covers nearly 5.6 million farmers, and Devendra Fadnavis saying that the government is investing nearly 95,000 crore rupees in agriculture this year through irrigation, water conservation, food processing, market linkages and also modern farming technologies, also while promoting AI, drip irrigation, natural farming and Jivamrit, which is 100% organic fermented liquid fertilizer. He's added that river linking projects will play a key role when it comes to making Maharashtra drought free and also ensuring a long-term water security for future generations. Prime Minister Modi inaugurated the redeveloped Baramati railway station under the Amrit Bharat station scheme as part of the nationwide launch of 75 modernized railway stations across the country. At the Baramati event, the Deputy CM, Sunetra Pawar, said that the upgraded station would become a catalyst for economic, industrial, educational, agricultural growth, and Baramati will also see a wider Western Maharashtra region while also strengthening connectivity and creating new opportunities for development. Maharashtra, meanwhile, which has stepped up preparations for the Ashadi Wari pilgrimage, with the Deputy CM Eknath Shinde announcing that there will be no VIP darshan at the Vittal Rukmini temple during the pilgrimage period. Now, reviewing the arrangements in the Pandharpur area of the Ashadi Ekadashi, the Deputy CM has said that the Varkaris and the real VIPs and that all departments must work in close coordination to ensure a safe, clean and hassle-free pilgrimage for the lakhs of devotees expected to visit the holy town. Those were the updates we could pack for you in this edition of Maharashtra 360.